Hi Virgo, it's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you your first read for the week of the first week of November. I hope all is well with the Virgo community. For those who are returning, thank you so much for your continued support, and for those who are new, welcome. I will hope that everybody who has not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, that way you'll know when I post. If you've already subscribed and you're not seeing my notifications pop up, please take the opportunity to unsubscribe from the channel, refresh your screen, and then resubscribe. I've been told that that's been helping because people have been telling me that they are subscribed, they've hit the notification bell, but they're not seeing when I post. And I post every week, okay? So this is a general read for Virgo. It's not going to resonate with every Virgo, so just take what does, leave the rest. And if it doesn't resonate, check your other placements. Like I said, I post for every sign every week. So something should resonate with you at some point, even if it's a small portion of the reading, some point throughout the month. So what I normally do for those who are new to the channel is the very first post of the week, I discuss the planetary alignments and what's going on, so that you understand how it's going to be affecting you as well as the people around you, whether it's your family, your friends, your lover, your co-worker, just so you have a better understanding of what's going around you, so to try to keep you from walking into any blind spots. I find that this is helpful for a lot of people. A lot of people in the comments let me know in the comments that they appreciate that. But if this is something you don't want to hear, when you see me lay out the cards, you can fast forward, and when you see me lay out the cards, then you can, resume with the reading. But let's go ahead and get into that. So right now we got Mercury in Libra, and we have Venus, your ruling planet. No, Venus is not your ruling planet, Virgo, sorry. We have Mercury, which is your ruling planet, in Libra, and we have Venus in Libra. Now, Mercury is in retrograde, and so you know all about your sign. It's the sign of communication, the sign of processing information. It's the sign of travel, and it's in the house of Libra. Libra is the house of partnerships, relationships of all sorts, whether it's business, whether it's friendship, whether it's family relationships, or intimate partners. It's also the house of politics. It's also the house of justice, as far as legalities and things like that, and fairness, justice and fairness, and karma. So with Venus there and Mercury retrograde, Mercury is a time, when it's in retrograde, it's a time of reflection about the energies within that house. So a lot of you could be reflecting on relationships or partnerships in which you were treated unfairly. Or maybe you are reflecting on a time maybe where you treated someone unfairly in a particular partnership or relationship, and maybe you're thinking about doing something about it, or maybe that person's thinking about doing something about it. Doesn't mean that they will, doesn't mean that you will, but there is a possibility that someone may reach out if they haven't already. Or there's a possibility that you may consider reaching out to someone to apologize if you haven't already. If someone is coming to mind more than once during this Mercury retrograde, which started in Scorpio, we're still in the post-retrograde energies of Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, which deals with hidden emotions, hidden feelings, hidden agendas. So that energy is still lurking around. So you do want to be careful of people who are coming back to you, because you may not know what their real motives are. You may just want to feel them out, but keep them at a distance until these Mercury retrograde energies clear, which is going to be around the last week of, I believe the week before Thanksgiving might be the case. Because Mercury is going to go into Scorpio on November 10th. And so 2 weeks after that, we'll be in the post-retrograde energies of Mercury in Libra for another 2 weeks. So yeah, I would say like the last week of November is when we'll clear out of those retrograde energies for sure. So some of you could be getting communication about court. Some of you could be dealing with legal things, whether it's with a business partnership, with your job, with the government. Politics is a big thing right now. Mercury is about communication, so all over the TV and the internet. Tonight is, a national election voter night. So everybody's out, talking about voting and things like that. So that's a energy that's conducive to the Mercury in Libra. Actually, Mercury is not in retrograde right now. It's just straight in Libra. So yeah, that's what we're seeing right now. A lot of communication about politics and law and things like that. Speaking of law, we have the house of Capricorn that has Saturn in there, it has Pluto in there, and it has Jupiter in there. So Capricorn is the house of your professional achievements, your professional endeavors, what people know you as far as how you make money. So you could be a dentist, you could be someone who works as a police officer, you could be any occupation, but that's how people know you. It's how people know you on a professional front and how people know you on a personal front. Oh yeah, that's Jack who lives in the greenhouse, or that's Mary who has the two Doberman pinchers, or that's John who drives the red Benz. You know, whatever way people know you. You know, or that's Mary. She's the astrologer. She's an astrologer. What have you. So that type of energy. All right. Capricorn also deals with your morals, your ethics, your values, your moral compass when you say, okay, no, enough's enough, or no, I'm not going to do that. I don't believe in, an example would be your morals, and it would be, okay, I don't believe in sleeping with someone who's married to someone. Okay. Or your morals could be, I don't believe in taking a life. Things like that. But whatever it is that your internal compass tells you is right and wrong and what's justifiable, and then your ethics, and then, that type of energy. Okay. So that's what the House of Capricorn rules. We have Jupiter in there. Jupiter is all about expansion and growth. Some of you are looking to expand in your careers. You may be looking to travel. Some of you may be working online and dealing with people in other countries and things like that. We also have Saturn in Capricorn. Saturn is all about rules. It's all about timing. It's all about protocol. So, we see that the rules of the government and things like that, they're implementing now. Like, for example, you got a couple of not government shutdowns, but a couple of lockdowns. Like, for example, France, I believe, is dealing with the lockdown. Germany's dealing with the lockdown due to COVID. There's a lot of political unrest going on in a manner of protests and things like that. I just saw something in Austria briefly when I was in a store and the TV was on. So there's a lot of political unrest going on around the world. All right, because laws are changing, rules are changing, mostly because of the COVID situation. And then we have Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto is all about power struggles. So you got the people struggling against the government in reference to protests and things like that. But power struggles could be at your workplace, because remember, Capricorn deals with, your profession, what you do for money. So there could be some power struggles there where, maybe you're interested in getting out of the department you're in, or getting away from under the boss that you have, or you may be interested in applying for another promotion, applying for a promotion or another job within the organization. Or maybe you want to leave the organization, because Pluto deals with death and rebirth. So an example of that would be, you're at a current job and you're applying for another job within the organization. So it would be death to that particular position, and rebirth would be you're still in the company, but you're at a new position. Of course, death would be another example, would be you quitting that job and that organization altogether and then going to work somewhere else, which is a rebirth, you beginning your work career somewhere else. So that's an example of what the planets are doing in Capricorn. Now we got Uranus, which is in retrograde in Taurus. Now Taurus is the house of how much money you make. Capricorn is what you do to make money. Taurus is how much you make, your money-making potential, your money-making opportunity. It's also the house of your self-value, your self-worth, your self-esteem, and what you feel is important. With Uranus there, Uranus is a planet of individuality, uniqueness. It's a planet of, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it and how I want to do it. I'm not worrying about what other people think. It's a planet of forward movement. It never worries about what's happening in the past. It's always looking at what is forward movement, and that coincides with, geniusness, because you're coming up with new ways to do things. And we're experiencing that right now, where with this COVID thing, a lot of people's jobs were closed down, so people are looking for ways to make money. Uranus also deals with the internet, and it deals with futuristic things, the internet, technology. So with Uranus in retrograde in the house of Taurus, people are looking at different ways to earn money. Some people are going remote, working remotely online via the internet to make money. So that's an example of Uranus retrograde in Taurus. A lot of people are also questioning their values and their self-worth, and they're, doing that by getting out of relationships, because we just had the major super moons that came in a row. It was the new moon in Libra, which is where it ended a lot of the karmic relationships that people were in. If you want to know a little bit more about that, go to the community tab, scroll down to where it talks about the new moon in Libra, and there's an article there that talks about the major planetary change that we have going on where karmic partnerships are ending, whether it's a lover relationship, a business partnership, whether it's family, karmics in your family. Each sign is dealing with, multiple karmic relationships ending. And a lot of us at some point within the last 2 years have ended karmic relationships or are still in karmic relationships that need to end. Okay? So that's what we're talking about with Uranus and Taurus. And then we have not finally, we got one more after this, but we got Neptune in retrograde in Pisces. Pisces is the house of karma as well, but it deals with the karma as far as, Libra deals with karma as far as what's fair and what's just. Pisces more so deals with your soul's karma. It also deals with hidden enemies, things that you can't see that might be going against you, unknown things, hidden things. It also deals with hidden friends or hidden allies, people rooting for you that you don't know about it. So, for example, you could be applying for a job, like I was talking about with Pluto and Capricorn. You could be applying for a job at another corporation, and maybe in that human resources department, someone sees your application and they show it to someone else in human resources, and that person knows your family. So, that's an unseen ally who's helping you to get that job. Or it could be vice versa. This person may know you or work with you someplace else, and they're like, oh, no, don't hire them. That type of thing. So that's kind of the energy that embodies Pisces as far as the unknown, the hidden enemies, okay, and hidden allies. Also, it deals with karma, okay? So a lot of people are dealing with karma in more ways than one, especially with Libra and with Neptune in retrograde. Neptune is the planet of illusions. People making light of something that they should make more of a big deal about, or people embellishing or making something more than what it is. You can have someone who says, oh yes, darling, I have a brand new luxury car, and then when you see them in their car, it's like, a 1998 Peugeot. You know what I'm saying? That's not a brand new luxury car, okay? Obviously. So this person was embellishing, all right? It is a luxury car. Peugeot's a luxury car. For those of you who know what Peugeot is. I don't even think they make Peugeots in the U.S. anymore or have them even imported into the U.S. anymore, but I digress. But you know what I'm saying. People make things more than what they are, or, someone downplaying something. So unfortunately, a negative situation like that would be, a pain that you have and you keep downplaying it, thinking that it's nothing, and the pain doesn't go anywhere, and then you find out it's something more severe. So that's an example of downplaying something. But when Neptune is in retrograde, all of those rose-colored glasses that you had where you were embellishing something or downplaying something, those glasses fall off. So you're dealing with the reality of what the situation is. And it's very hurtful for a lot of people because a lot of people have negative karma. They've been doing things that they shouldn't have, treating people unfairly. And so unfortunately you got some of the people on the planet who are healing because they came out of karmic relationships where they were being done wrong, and they're starting to benefit from that because they did right in that connection. And then you have the others who are not doing well, and they're going to start feeling their wrath because they were doing people wrong and doing dirty. So if you're around someone who's going through some things, just know that they may have done some things that might not have been just. The universe may have been frowning on them about some of the things that they did, and they could be suffering for it at this time. That can include the fact that you're in a karmic relationship being taken advantage of and you're too afraid to leave, or you're downplaying the seriousness of a situation. You will be getting your negative karma as well. One more planet. We got Mars in retrograde in Aries. Mars is about your passions, your desires, your sexual desires as well. It's your fight or flight response. And when Mars is in retrograde, Mars is not on his warlike path. Mars is, when he's in retrograde, I like to think of him as, for example, if you have a war going on and you have soldiers at war, and then, maybe there is a time and a point where there's a break in the war. They don't have to go out there on the front line. They may have like a 2-month time frame where they're off. Well, that's what Mars is in retrograde, a 2-month time frame of off, of not, fighting for your desires or fighting for your, what you believe in, or your back is up against the wall, you're defending yourself. So Mars is in retrograde right now. So things are a little slow. So on the business front, if you work in an environment that deals with numbers and stats, you may notice that numbers have dropped. People are not making their quotas like they used to, things like that. Well, that's going to start changing around November 13th. The energies are slightly starting to change now, because from what I saw on the news today, some of the banks, as far as the interest rates that they're offering, those interest rates are going up. Just a little something I saw, so to give you an idea or example of how in real time that is relating to us. But those are the planetary alignments that are going on for the month of November. So let's go ahead and get you 5 cards to see what's going on with you guys. All right, this is a general reading. Like I said, there will be an extended. The link's in the box below. So let's see what we got for you. What's going on with Virgo? What messages does Virgo need to hear for the first week of November? What does Virgo need to know? 5 cards for Virgo, please. Thank you. 4 more cards for Virgo, please. What does Virgo need to know? What messages do they need to hear? What's up with my Virgos? What does Virgo need to know? Messages for Virgo, please. Does this deck not want to talk, Virgo? What's going on? Okay, there we go. What else do we have for Virgo? What messages does Virgo need to hear? Thank you. Okay, there's the 5 cards. All right, Virgo. Underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. All right, this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. All right, and if anybody's interested in the deck, this is Edgar Allan Poe. So, Ace of Cups underneath as the overall energy. So, this could be a brand new connection. All right, this could be the rekindling of a connection. This could be family members rekindling, reuniting, getting together. This could be a baby. Anything that has to do with happiness and joy, as far as in the emotions. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter energy. Major arcana here. We have the Moon, another major arcana. That's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. More so Cancer for me, but we'll see how this plays out in the reading. We have the Queen of Swords, which is Libra energy. We have the 5 of Swords reverse, which is Aquarius energy. And then finally, another major arcana, Judgment, Pluto energy. So for some of you, yeah, there definitely is something coming back around, especially with the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment energy here. So I feel like this is a rekindling of a romantic connection or of a family connection. Okay, family members reuniting, getting together, or lovers reuniting, getting together. I feel like, again, strong. This is not, or maybe somebody wants to take a chance in love. Okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone from the past, but it could be someone new as well. But I feel like somebody's a little bit apprehensive with the Moon energy. They're not sure what to do. There could be some hidden concerns that's keeping this person from maybe taking a step towards the person that they want to take a step towards. I feel like the way you're feeling on the inside is that you do want to speak up. Maybe you want to communicate to this person how you truly feel. Maybe, it's because maybe you felt that, there could have been some injustice that may have occurred in the past, and maybe you want to rectify that. Or maybe this is somebody who could be coming back to apologize to you. But there's definitely some communication here that I feel like is going on. or that, you know, the universe is saying needs to happen. I feel like if you're scared, the universe is just saying, go ahead and say what it is that you need to say to this person. With the Five of Swords in reverse energy here, this is, okay, so this could have been someone that you were already involved with. There could have been fights, arguments. If this is not a lover, it's a family member, okay, where there were, you know, some one-upping, going back and forth, tit for tat, frustrating times between you two. But I feel like with the outcome here, you know, these are some feelings or emotions that you've had that are coming up, and I feel like, or that this person has, that are coming up, which is why the communication is key between you two. Okay, this could be some court decisions involved in this situation here, because we have Judgment and the Queen of Swords. So there could be something going on back and forth in court. All right, but I feel like with the Ace of Cups here, you know, you'll be victorious. This is yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, this is you working things out with your partner, or wanting to work things out with your partner. For others of you, this is someone new. Maybe you came out of a situation. You just recently came out of a Five of Swords situation with one partner. And as a blessing, the universe may be bringing you someone new. But I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune and Justice, something is coming back around. So for a lot of you, this is someone you were already dealing with. If it was a love situation, if it's a family relationship, then this is people wanting to reunite, wanting to reconnect. Okay. This could also be about a pregnancy. Okay. Is what I'm feeling here. Maybe somebody is considering having a child or not having a child. Someone could be pregnant right now, is what I'm feeling for you, Virgo. But let's see what these other cards are talking about here, and then we'll go into the extended and get a little bit more detail. So with the Ace of Cups here, we have the Page of Swords reversed. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords reversed, and the World reversed. Okay, so I don't know if I like this energy. I feel like somebody's doing something. They're doing what's best for them. Okay, yeah, they're doing what's best for them. The Ace of Cups with the Page of Swords reversed, they're being quiet about something. They're keeping something to themselves. With the Six of Pentacles, this could be, you know, giving to multiple people, dealing with multiple people. With the Two of Swords reversed, someone is doing what's best for them. So somebody's dealing with somebody else, and they're not ending the connection. So it could be that somebody is currently in a connection with someone else, and this person could be trying to come back to you. But for some of you, you met someone new, and you're not letting this person that you were in a connection with know about the new person. For some of you, it could be a pregnancy. You're not letting someone know about a pregnancy. You're keeping that to yourself because you're not sure what you're going to do. I feel like some of you are maybe deciding not to keep the child, but you're not saying anything right now with the Page of Swords. You could be looking at your money to try to determine if you could afford to have a child, if you can afford to take care of the child yourself. But I feel like what you're going to do is, if this is about a pregnancy, you're going to do what's best for you. And as a result, with the World card in reverse, the communication or the connection with the person that you are pregnant by, you're not ending the cycle with them, because it's going to continue on, because now you guys are going to have a child with each other. If this is not about a child, then this is about somebody who, like I said, they're dealing with more than one person, and they're not letting the other person know, because there's been a lot of stress and aggravation with you and this person with the Five of Swords reverse. I feel like you want to drop one of the other, the other person, but they're still there because you want to be with this new person. But what we're going to do is we're going to go in the extended and get a little bit of clarity on that. So let me know if this resonated as is by leaving a comment, letting me know if it resonated. You don't have to tell me if it doesn't. I'm just going to delete the comment because I'm specifically asking for comments about it resonating. So the link is in the box below, Virgo. Feel free to join. If I don't see you in extended, I'll see you in the next reading. Peace out.